ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees who are coming for our Gita Pravaha sessions every day so sincerely. And yesterday we completed the fourth chapter, and today we are beginning the fifth chapter. I welcome all of you for today's session. Today we will see how Arjuna had a question which is similar to what he asked in the beginning of the third chapter. So in the fifth chapter, which proper titles Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness, uh, Krishna talks about sannyasa and karma yoga in greater detail. We have seen what is sannyasa. Sannyasa literally means renunciation. Now, who can renounce? Those who are on the platform of mature knowledge, those who are completely detached, those who are having that jnana, they can renounce. So, Jnana Yoga or Sankhya Yoga or Sannyasa are like on the same platform, right? On the platform of mature knowledge and detachment, you can choose to renounce your prescribed duties, your regular activities, and you can focus on liberation. That is like Karma Yoga level. Then, that is the Jnana Yoga level. Karma Yoga means you perform prescribed duties according to your nature, according to your swabhava, and then try to offer those results to Krishna and gradually attain purification. So this is Karma Yoga line, and this is Jnana Yoga or Sannyasa line. Now, after hearing Jnana Yoga, Arjuna had this question once again. Oh, Krishna, so should I do Jnana or should I take sannyasa based on Jnana or should I do Karma Yoga? So you please tell me. Then Krishna says both are equal. Both are equal, but let me tell you what is better for you. Karma Yoga is better for you. Why? We have discussed before, but we'll discuss now also today. Then Krishna elaborates on Nishkama Karma Yoga and how one can attain liberation. So these are the contents of this chapter, fifth chapter. Relatively smaller than the previous chapters, but depth is a lot. This is a very deep chapter. Some are little technical concepts. Let's try to understand. We'll keep it simple. So Arjuna repeated his question. First shloka. Arjuna uvacha sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha samshati yat shreya etayorekam tanme brohi sunischitam. Sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Krishna, you spoke about sannyasa. You can go through the last couple of slokas in the previous chapter. So Krishna speaks about sannyasa. But what Krishna said was sannyasa. Let me come to that soon. But in the last couple of slokas, especially 41st shloka, Krishna said, Yoga sannyasta karmanam gnana sanchinna samshayam. Yoga sannyasta karmanam means on the basis of yoga, sannyasta karmanam, give up your karmas, right? This is what Krishna said. Then jnana sanchinna samshayam. And by developing jnana, knowledge, you give up all your doubts. So by performing yoga, means karma yoga, you renounce by yoga sannyasta karmanam. Uh, this is a very tricky word. Read fourth chapter, 41st sloka, when Krishna said yoga sannyasta karmanam, yoga there he refers to karma yoga. Sannyasta karmanam means give up karmas. What is karma there? Yesterday we discussed multiple definitions of karma, isn't it? Karma basically means action. Karma can also mean reaction. Karma can also mean prescribed action. Karma can also mean fruitive action. But when Krishna said yoga sannyasta karmanam, he did not tell him to give up prescribed action. He told him to give up fruitive action. What is prescribed action? Performing your responsibility as a kshatriya is a prescribed action. Fighting is a prescribed action for him. Yes, it's prescribed for a kshatriya to fight, win the enemies, protect dharma, rule citizens. So this is all dharma. That is the prescribed action. But there is something called fruitive action. What is fruitive action? You perform an action with an attachment to fruits, with a desire to enjoy the results. So you give up that kind of karma. You perform this kind of karma. But Arjuna got confused between these two karmas, right? So should I give up results of action or should I give up action itself? That's why he is asking this question. So Arjuna says, Sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Krishna, you spoke about sannyasa of karma. You give up all karmas. Punar yogam to samshati. Again, you say karma yoga. Yoga here refers to karma yoga. So, why are you prescribing karma yoga if you already spoke about karma sannyasa? Etat shreya etayor ekam. Between these two, ekam, tell me one. Don't tell me two. Tanme bruhi sunishitam. That's why Gita is a bit confusing sometimes. So, now Krishna says, संन्यासः कर्मयोगश्च निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते. Yes, sannyasa and karma yoga both are good. Both are auspicious. You are asking me to choose one, right? Let me tell you first, both are good, but tayostu karma sannyasat karma yoga visishyate. Better for you is to perform karma yoga than karma sannyasa. Karma yoga is engaging in your prescribed duties to connect with the Supreme. Karma sannyasa means giving up your prescribed duties, right? And Krishna said karma sannyasa, he is not talking about sannyasa of karma. He is talking about sannyasa in karma. Getting right? He is not talking about renouncing action itself. He is saying renounce the spirit of enjoying the results of action. So don't renounce action. Maintain a spirit of renunciation while doing your actions. That's the point. So karma sannyasa is not sannyasa of karma, it is sannyasa in karma. A spirit of sannyasa, a spirit of detachment while performing your karma, not being detached from karma itself. He clarified in second chapter also. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhur mate sangostu akarmani. Don't be attached to not performing your activity. He said that before. So, but Arjuna, like, because Krishna is speaking many things, Arjuna got a bit confused and then he asked this question again, and Krishna is clarifying. See, karma sannyasa and karma yoga both are good, but for you, karma yoga is better than karma sannyasa. Don't give up your activities. Maintain a spirit of renunciation while doing your activities. So, at this stage, let me tell you about four types of renunciation. Vairagya or renunciation is of four types. First is Falgu Vairagya. This is incomplete renunciation. What does it mean? प्रापंचिकतया बुद्ध्या हरिसंबंधी वस्तुनः मुमुक्षुभिर्परित्यागो वैराग्यम फल्गु कथ्यते. Means you think that things around me are matter. Because they are material, I should renounce them. So that is called Falgu Vairagya. Although something is material, you can always use in Krishna's service. Right? Money is material, but you can use it in Krishna's service. Flowers are material. You can offer them to Krishna. Food, maybe material grains. It's matter only, but you can offer them to Krishna. Thus, although things around us are material, we can utilize them in Krishna's service. We can utilize to do some spiritual activities, but without noticing that giving up everything material is called Falgu Vairagya, incomplete or useless renunciation. That is Falgu Vairagya. Second is Smashana Vairagya. Somebody goes to crematorium, sees a dead body being burnt. They'll reflect, oh, this person is so powerful, so influential, so popular, so wealthy, so scholarly, but still his body is being burnt here. One day my body also will be burnt. Means not worth exploring enjoyment or power in this world. There is some feeling of renunciation. While The body is being burnt in the crematorium. After they come out of crematorium, the renunciation feeling is gone. So that is temporary renunciation. For a moment you feel renounced, but you cannot retain that feeling. Then third is Markata Vairagya. Markata Vairagya is monkey renunciation. Monkeys are also renounced. They don't wear clothes also. They move around here and there. They eat vegetarian food. But they are too much attached to sense gratification with the opposite gender monkeys. Right? Last is Yukta Vairagya, complete renunciation, utilizing everything in Krishna's service. Don't be detached. Now this laptop is there. Now this ultimately matter. Technology, modern technology. I can't be detached from it because I can use it to speak Krishna Katha. So we are using this platform of this internet and this laptop to discuss Bhagavad Gita. So if a material object can be utilized in a spiritual activity, do it. That is called Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya is smart renunciation or complete renunciation, wise renunciation. So Krishna is emphasizing on being renounced with intelligence, not blindly renouncing things. Clear? Okay, fine. Now let's move ahead. Krishna explains. ज्ञेयः स नित्यसन्न्यासी यो न द्वेष्टि न काङ्क्षति निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बन्धात् प्रमुच्यते. A real sannyasi, Nitya sannyasi, is one na kankshati. Dvesha means envy. Kanksha means desire. Okay. They don't have material desires, they don't have material envy. Nirdvandvo, no dualities. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Such people can easily attain liberation from all bondage. Bandhat pramuchyate. So that's how Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga are same. What is Karma Yoga? Engaging your propensity to work to connect with the Supreme, right? What is Sankhya Yoga or also called Gnana Yoga? You connect with the Lord through knowledge. And on this platform, you don't have to perform any work. So that is equal to sannyasa. So Gnana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, sannyasa. These three are on the same platform, are same. They use interchangeably also. Then Karma Yoga is perform your prescribed duties. So Krishna says both are same ultimately because both aim for the same goal, Vishnu. Through Jnana Yoga, you're trying to reach Vishnu. Through Karma Yoga, you're trying to reach Vishnu. But which is better for you? Karma Yoga is better for you. It's like you go to a cloth showroom and you see there's one shirt which is very good, very nice, but it's not fitting to you. You see another shirt, it may not be so great like the other one, but it fits you well. So which one will you choose? That nice one which is not fitting to you, or moderate one, decent one which fits you, which suits you. So second one you will choose. Similarly, Jnana Yoga is definitely better than Karma Yoga. Sannyasa or renunciation, renouncing your actions based on Jnana Yoga is much better than Karma Yoga. But uh, someone who is not on that platform of mature knowledge and detachment better choose Karma Yoga. Better engage your propensity in service. And try to connect with Krishna slowly. We already discussed these concepts again and again, they are being repeated in this chapter. Next shloka. Yat Sankhya prapyate sthanam तद्योगैरपि गम्यते एकम सांख्यम च योगम च यः पश्यति स पश्यति. So whatever you attain by Sankhya or Jnana, you will attain by Yoga, Karma Yoga also. Here Sankhya is Jnana Yoga, Yoga here refers to Karma Yoga. Then Ekam Sankhyam cha Yogam cha, both are same. Yaha Pashyati sa Pashyati, one who sees this and understands this is the real seer. So both are same, don't worry. So next, Krishna speaks a very beautiful point. When somebody is performing karma yoga or gnana yoga maturely, a mature karma yogi or a mature gnana yogi, what is their consciousness? Very beautiful shloka. Krishna speaks now. From here, things become more intense and interesting. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyah sarvabhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lipyate. Yoga yukto means one who is engaged in yoga. And this yoga in this context could refer to karma yoga. But Ultimately speaking, as we discussed in third chapter, 30th sloka, Bhakti Yoga is the best yoga. Therefore, Prabhupada translates it as works in devotion. Yoga Yukta means you perform Bhakti Yoga or Karma Yoga here. Vishuddhatma means a pure soul who performs this yoga. Vijitatma, he has mind control. Jitendriyaha, he has sense control. Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma Kurvannapi na lipyate. Sarva Bhutatma means he is dear to everybody. He is dear to everybody and everyone is dear to him. So when you're on that platform, you will not discriminate between people as good or bad and all. You will see everyone as soul. Kurvanna pina lipyate. Such a person, even though he's doing so much work, he is not entangled. Lipyate means to get entangled. So when you operate in this material world, doing material actions with spiritual consciousness, there is no material bondage. But if you do material actions in the material world with material consciousness, there will be bondage. So actions do not define how mature we are. The intention behind the actions, the attitude behind the actions, the consciousness behind the actions defines how mature we are. Therefore, this chapter is talking about mature action. When you're acting, when you're working, according to your prescribed, whatever scriptures prescribe, uh, you need to maintain a spirit of detachment, understand that you don't belong to this world, and try to offer everything to the Supreme. So that makes one's actions very mature. And there is no entanglement, there is no bond. Whenever we work for our own self, so such a person, although he's doing, he's not the doer. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavid pashyan shrindvan sprishan jigharan ashnan gachan swapan swashan pralapan visrujan grihnan unmishan nimishan napi indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta iti dharayan. So when we have this spirit of yoga, trying to connect with the Supreme Lord always, maintaining a spirit of detachment from the results, and doing your activities responsibly, dutifully, without laziness. Such a person, Pashyan, he may see something, Srinvan, he may hear something, Sprishan, he may touch something, Jigran, he may smell something, Ashnan, he may eat something, Gachan, he may walk, Swapan means he may sleep and dream, he may breathe, he may walk, he may talk, he may do so many things, but he is not entangled by it. Whenever we do all these things, there is a possibility of entanglement, isn't it? But he always knows that material senses are interacting with the material sense objects. So let me be aloof. So when somebody is eating, okay, my tongue is interacting with the food item. Soul has nothing to do with it. But I need to eat as long as I'm in this body. I'm not this body, yet because I'm in this body, I need to maintain this body, therefore I'm doing it. But I'm not attached to this eating. You may ask, how is it possible? Let me tell you one story. This makes things easy. Many stories are there, but in our short time, let me tell you a couple of stories. Once, the gopis of Vrindavan wanted to cross this Yamuna river. Then they came to Krishna for help. Krishna said, go and tell Yamuna that Krishna is a pure brahmachari. Then Yamuna will give you way. All the gopis started giggling and smiling. You are always associating with us. We are always with you, gopis. How can you be pure brahmachari? But anyways, they went to Yamuna and said, Yamuna, if Krishna is a pure brahmachari, please give us way. Yamuna gave way. They went, they crossed the river. And why should they cross the river? On the other side of the river, there is Durvasa Muni. They wanted to feed him some prasad. And they met Durvasa Muni. They offered such elaborate feast. Durvasa Muni ate everything. And now the gopis are in dilemma. How should we go back? How should we cross the river? They came to Durvasa Muni for help. Uh, they said, oh, Durvasa Muni, Krishna helped us to cross this river. Now you help us to go back, cross the river. Then Durvasa Muni said, go and tell Yamuna river that if Durvasa Muni is fasting, she should give way. Gopis again started giggling and they were surprised. Durvasa Muni ate just now elaborate feast and we should go and tell Yamuna that Durvasa Muni is fasting. So still they went and told Yamuna and Yamuna gave way. Then after crossing the river, they came to Krishna and asked him, Krishna, what is this? You are a brahmachari and he's fasting? He ate right in front of us and you are associating with us every day. How can we understand this? Then Krishna said, Gopis, you are very innocent. Please understand this. Although I am associating with you, I have zero spirit of enjoying with you on a material platform. Right? I am impressed with your devotion, and our interactions are completely spiritual. There is no trace of material lust or spirit of sense enjoyment in our interactions. Therefore, I am a brahmachari only. Right? There's no spirit of enjoyment there. Then Durvasa Muni, although he ate so much, he was not in the mood of enjoying all these food items. Right? He is eating just to satisfy all of you. Even if you don't feed him, he doesn't starve. He's satisfied in his own meditation, right? So that spirit of material enjoyment, sensual enjoyment is not there, but senses are interacting with the sense objects as a matter of duty, just to be in touch with the mainstream material society. That's all. So one may do like the who is that? Janaka Maharaj also. He does so many things as a king. He has royal opulences, maid servants, but he's completely detached. If you ask Janaka Maharaj, tomorrow you have to give up your kingdom, go somewhere else, go to the jungle, he will immediately go. There will not be any trace of disappointment or discouragement in his mind. He's doing it as a matter of duty without any attachment. So, this is how a mature yogi behaves, right? Then, to give it a devotional touch, here Krishna says, Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karotiyah lipyatena sa papena padma patramivambhasa. Brahmanyadhaya karmani means you perform all your karmas for Brahmani. Who is this Brahman here? The supreme absolute truth, Krishna is Brahman here. So you work for Krishna. Sangam tyaktva, give up attachment to results. Lipyatena sa papena, then you will not be bound by any papa, sinful reaction. Because in the beginning, first chapter, Arjuna said that Krishna, if I kill all these Kauravas, I will incur sin. Then Krishna says, if you don't kill them, you will incur sin. You kill them because it's your prescribed duty and you do it for me as a service to me. How can killing be service to Krishna? Answer is simple. Yesterday we have seen what are the three purposes of Krishna's descent? Paritranaya sadhuna, to protect righteous people. Vinashaya cha dushkritam, to punish vicious people. Dharma samsthapana, to establish dharma. Now, by killing all the warriors on the side of adharma, Arjuna is assisting Krishna in fulfilling these three purposes of his incarnation. Arjuna is also assisting Krishna in Paritrayana sadhana. Arjuna is helping Krishna in Vinashaya dushkritam. Arjuna is helping Krishna, assisting Krishna, serving Krishna by establishing dharma by killing adharmic people. Therefore, Arjuna's fight is for Krishna's sake, is to serve Krishna. It's a service to Krishna. Arjuna is not fighting in this Kurukshetra battle, or Pandavas are not fighting in this Kurukshetra battle to enjoy material opulences as rulers of Hastinapur. They are assisting Krishna as a part of service, their service. So Brahmanyadhaya karmani, perform all your activities to please the Lord. Sangam tyaktva, give up attachment to results. So that's how you connect with the Lord. Padma patram bhasa, how? Like a lotus leaf. Water. So lotus leaf is waterproof. So Krishna says, you perform your activities like that, then you will not be affected. So in short, Krishna's point is, be in this world, but not of this world. Right? You are in this world, material world, but you don't belong to this world. You belong to spiritual world. This is not our home, by the way. Let me give a simple example. Somebody is traveling in a train, and from the window of the train, they may see beautiful clouds, sky, hills, mountains, trees, and gardens, flowers, so many things they can see. But they can enjoy, they can relish. Nowadays, they can click photos also, they can take selfies also. But all that they are seeing, does it belong to them? No. As long as they're traveling in the train, they are allowed to see these visuals. But when they get on from the train, they can't access those visuals. Mhm. So you may see and enjoy, you can experience this world, but that world doesn't belong to us. Okay, if it doesn't belong to me, why should I work here? Mhm. So all the results of my work do not belong to me. Why should I work? So people have this common question. Karmanyavadikariste is still not fully understood. No, answer is, for example, you are traveling in a flight or a train or a bus. You may have to wait in the bus stand or railway station for half an hour or 1 hour or 20 minutes. That railway station doesn't belong to you, but you're using the chairs there. Train doesn't belong to you. You're using the berth there. You're using the washroom there. But as long as you're traveling there, as long as you're traveling in a train, as long as you're waiting in the railway station, it's your responsibility to keep the surroundings clean. As long as you're waiting for your flight in the airport, you are supposed to keep your surroundings clean. No, anyways, chair doesn't belong to me, this fan doesn't belong to me, this ambience doesn't belong to me. Why should I be responsible to maintain things clean and serene? You should not make noise. You should not disturb other people. And sometimes there are some boards also. So don't litter here, right? There will be fine if you throw some garbage here. So why all these rules? The railway station doesn't belong to you. You can behave with it the way you want. But it's our responsibility to keep the sanctity of the place, serenity of that place, ambience of that place, as long as we are in that place, although that place doesn't belong to us. Similarly, as long as we are living in this material world for 100 years or 70 years or 80 years, it's our responsibility to do our duties nicely, to interact with people around us nicely, and to perform all our duties with full commitment, with honesty, with integrity, but with detachment. Be detached. You may responsibly do a lot of work, but you are not supposed to be attached to anything around you. That's the logic behind uh, maintaining a spirit of detachment, although you are responsibly doing so much work. Many times people think that responsibility means attachment and detachment means irresponsibility. Responsibility, you should take responsibility, but that should not make you attached. You should be detached, but the detachment does not mean irresponsibility. You should be responsible yet detached. That's what Bhagavad Gita's teaching is. That's what many Rajarshis have done in the past. So we don't. This world doesn't belong to us. But as long as we are in this material world, let us try to be responsible. Spiritual world is our home. Fine. Next, uh, Krishna further describes the qualities of such a yoga yukta. Yoga yukta means one who is engaged in such yoga. Yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktvatma shuddhaye. Kayena with their bodies, manasa with their minds, buddhya with their intelligence, kevalair indriyairapi. They are using their senses also. But with all these faculties, subtle and gross faculties, with their sukshma sharira and sthula sharira, with their gross body and subtle body, yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva. They perform their activities giving up attachment. And that will lead to Atma Shuddhaye, that will lead to purity. Simple. When you're interacting with somebody with selflessness, that makes you peaceful. That generates a feeling of purity. But when you interact with someone with selfishness, there's no purity there. There's no peace there. There's no satisfaction there. So it's not only human interactions, in all our interactions with this material world, in all our activities in this world, let's maintain a selfless spirit. Let's maintain a service spirit. That will lead to complete satisfaction of the heart. As long as there is a selfish spirit, as long as there is greed and attachment to the results, then there is agitation and dissatisfaction and lack of peace and bondage ultimately. Now, there are many such beautiful shlokas. Yuktaha karma phalam tyaktva. You should give up your attachment to the results of your activities. Uh, okay, let me recite this shloka. Yuktaha karma phalam tyaktva shanti mapnoti naishtikim. अयुक्तः कर्म कारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते Yuktah karma phalam tyaktva. A karma yogi is one who gives up the karma phalam, activities of his, results of his activities. Then shanti mapnoti, he is peaceful. The difference between karma yogi and a karmi is ayuktah karma karena. Such a person who is not doing yoga, karma karena, they perform activities out of greed, out of desire to enjoy the fruits. Then what is the result? Sakto nibadhyate. Because of their attachment, there is bondage. So karma leads to bondage. Karma yoga leads to liberation. That's the message. That's the difference between karma yoga and karma. Now, Krishna talks about three doers here. Knowledge of three doers. When I work so hard, why should I be detached from the work? Answer is simple. All your work is not your work only. The soul is a doer of a work, but he's doer in the sense that he desires to do some work. You desire to uh, make pizza or make chapati or make some sabji. And the super soul has to sanction that desire. He is also doer. If he doesn't sanction, you cannot do anything. And when the Lord sanctions, the material nature, Prakriti should facilitate. We get all the ingredients from the material nature. So when you are planning to make some sabji, material nature has to provide ingredients, the Lord has to provide sanction. Then only we can make. We cannot independently make. We cannot create even a single mustard seed in our sabji. You may be expert cook, you may claim to be expert cook. I have made this, I have purchased this. You can say so many things, but all the ingredients came from nature. Even if you have $100 million with you, if nature is not providing mustard seeds, you cannot create a mustard seed on your own. And even if you happen to create, for argument's sake, that creation is dependent on the nature's supply, right? And the nature ultimately belongs to Krishna. Krishna has to sanction. Therefore, in any activity, for the accomplishment of any activity, there are three doers: the Jiva who desires, the Purusha who sanctions, and the Prakriti who facilitates. Jiva is all of us, souls, people, and Prakriti is the material nature around us. Purusha is the Supreme Lord. So there are three doers in any activity. How can you claim doership or enjoyership? So we are not the doers. Therefore, we are not enjoyers. Simple. We should not be attached to enjoying the fruits of our activities. You can take as your quota as much as you require, but you are not the only enjoyer. Because this doership mentality definitely leads to enjoyership mentality. When you think you are a doer, you naturally want to enjoy the results of whatever you do. Give up the doership mentality. Identify Krishna as the doer, and you will not be enjoying also. You will not have that enjoying spirit. That's how Krishna concludes this chapter. Remember this point? After a few minutes, when we conclude the chapter, Krishna makes this point very emphatically. At this moment, Krishna is talking about three doers. So I'll skip a few things. The point of liberation. तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्मानः तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणाः गच्छन्ति पुनरावृत्तिं ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषः. So when you act in this way, whatever we have discussed so far, that will lead to liberation. Tadbuddhayaha, tadatmanaha. Tadbuddhayaha means you offer your intelligence to Krishna. Tadatmanaha. So you completely invest your mind and faith and refuse and shelter seeking propensity in Krishna only. Tannishtaha, be fixed in Krishna. Tat parayanaha, completely dedicate yourself to Krishna. Then gachanti punaravrittim. Then we'll be purified of all misgivings and we'll attain knowledge, jnana, nirdhuta kalmashaha. All our sins and contamination is destroyed. And that will take us to liberation. Basically, work in this world with responsibility, as we have seen in third chapter, 30th shloka. And give up attachment, be detached, and offer everything to Krishna. Then that will liberate one from cycle of birth and death. And by living in this world, also have that spiritual vision. Try now how to work, Krishna spoke. And what is the result of working with devotion and detachment, Krishna spoke. How to interact with people around us. Now you identify yourself as a spirit soul, yourself, and you identify others also as spirit souls. Respect them for what they are. Respect them for their spiritual identities. Krishna says, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Svapake Cha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Vidya, one who has divine spiritual knowledge, also should have Vinaya, humility. So when you have Vidya and Vinaya, then you will be able to see a Brahmana who is in Sattvaguna, a cow, Gavi means cow, who is also in Sattvaguna, Hastini, an elephant, which is in Rajoguna, and Sunichaiva Swapakecha, a dog and dog eater who are in Tamoguna. All of them are in equal pain. Panditaha Samadarshinaha. In the second and third chapters, especially second chapter, we have seen how a devotee maintains equanimity towards situations in life. Happiness, distress, success, failure, victory, defeat. He sees equally. So our equanimity should not be only towards the situations or experiences in life. We should have that equanimity towards people around us also. Yes, some people are good, some people are bad. Some people are fast, some people are slow. Some people are wild, some people are mild. Some people are sober, some people are hyper. But ultimately, all of them has something common. Souls. They're children of God. There is super soul accompanying them in their heart. So on that spiritual platform, you see all of them equally. Whether they are in Sattva-guna, Rajogun, Tamogun, they are ultimately souls. Definitely Brahman is not equal to a dog or a dog eater. Definitely cow is not equal to elephant. But that differences are only on the material platform. A wise person or a devotee acknowledges spiritual equality of all living entities beyond their material differences. Materially, there could be 100 differences, but spiritually, all of us are children of God. So everybody is God's child. Paramatma is there in everybody's heart. Therefore, respect them. Even materially speaking, also, all bodies are made of matter. So the body structure may be different, body shape may be different, body color may be different, but what is the ingredient of all these bodies? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, flesh, bones, blood. Same ingredients are there, right? Therefore, on a material plane also there is equality. So we should treat everyone with respect. And by the way, equal vision does not mean equal treatment. The father has, say, 4-year-old child, not even knowing ABCD. A father may have, say, 8-year-old child, already studying third grade or fourth grade, whatever. So, father may be equal to both, equal in sharing love and affection, but not equal in treatment. Will the father purchase the same textbooks for both children? Now, fourth grade textbooks for both kids. This child is not even learning ABCD. What's the point? Same dresses for both kids. One kid is small, one kid is little grown up, right? So the treatment has to be different. Here, equal treatment, like equanimity, does not mean exactly equal treatment. Is suitable treatment. A treatment that is more personalized and customized to their needs. That is equality. You're distributing prasadam. Somebody says, I want one chapati. Somebody says, I want three chapatis. I'm equal to all. All of you should eat four chapatis only. I'm equal to all. That doesn't work. Equal to all means equally satisfying them according to their needs, right? Suitable treatment, not exactly equal, same treatment. You can embrace a cow. You can embrace a cow. You cannot embrace a tiger. Although both are souls, you should maintain the differences also. So then we can come to Brahman platform. This is Brahman platform means spiritual platform. In the fourth chapter, we have seen Brahman means spiritual. So if we act in this way and interact in this way, then we can come to spiritual platform. Our actions and interactions must be mature. When our actions uh, and interactions with people around us are with this mature spiritual consciousness, then we can attain spiritual destination. Tasmat Brahmanite sthitaha. Such a person is established on the spiritual platform. Brahmavid Brahmani sthitaha. So Krishna, this couple of shlokas describes how one comes to the spiritual platform. Bahya sparsheshu asatvatma. They are completely detached from bahya sparsha, external uh, temptations. But there is a problem. Even if you are trying to come to the spiritual platform, sometimes there are distractions. Therefore, one should have a proper understanding that any amount of material enjoyment in this world is incompatible with my core nature as a spirit soul. Right? Material enjoyment and spiritual nature are totally incompatible with each other, are disconnected from each other. Like a fish, if you keep the fish out of water and offer all kinds of facilities to the fish, you offer the best quality car to the fish, or food to the fish, or jewels and crowns and thrones to the fish, or you give the best mm, uh, configuration gadget to the fish, satisfied. Put me back into the water. Similarly, any amount of material enjoyment in this world cannot satisfy spiritual soul. We are spiritual in nature. Naturally, we seek pleasure on a spiritual platform, not on a material platform, right? Our real pleasure is in connection with Krishna, with God, with the supremely spiritual Lord, our Supreme Father. Any amount of material enjoyment cannot satisfy us. Therefore, understand, ye hi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate adyantavantah kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. Ye hi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. Whatever material enjoyment we have, bhoga, is only a source of dukkha, distress. Adi antavantaha kaunteya. There is distress in the beginning, there is distress in the ending also. Nateshu ramate buddha. Therefore, Buddha, intelligent people will not desire for such a material pleasure. But there is a urge to enjoy in a material plane. What should I do? Tolerate that urge. Please tolerate that urge. That's what Krishna says. Shaknoti haiva yashodham praksharira vimokshana kamakrodhodbhavam vegam sayuktaha sasukhi naraha. You need to tolerate these urges of kama, desire. Desire is not just desire for opposite gender. Desire can be for food. Desire can be for name, fame, prestige, facilities, comforts, position, power, or everything. Kama krodhodbhavam vegam. As we discussed before, if our kama is not fulfilled, we get krodha. So this kama, krodha, vegam, the urges of uh, desire and anger are there even till our last breath. Even when we are about to die, there could be some desire. So we need to learn the art of tolerating this kama and krodha till we are living in this body, till we are engaged in this body, knowing that they will only cause distress to me. For example, hmm, I was showing this, I was about to give that example, but I skipped it. So if I have some itching sensation here, I scratch, I get some relief. When I take out my nails from there, uh, again that itching sensation is there. Again I scratch, I get some relief. Again I scratch, I get some relief. So the more I scratch, the more I'm getting relief. But the problem is, the more I scratch, the more this wound is becoming bigger. The infection is becoming bigger. Similarly, when I'm in distress in this world, I look for some material enjoyment. Okay, let me enjoy based on my senses. I'm stressed now. Let me enjoy with my senses. Let me eat or sleep or and associate with the opposite gender. People may explore a lot of material pleasures more and more and more and more, hoping that they will get happiness. They will get relief from distress. But that is entangling them more and more into material distress only. Right? So just as scratching may give some initial relief, but that will only aggravate the wound. No doctor will prescribe scratching as a treatment for your itching sensation or your infection there, or some kind of rashes that you have. There's an ointment, there is some injection, there is some tablet, there is some medicine that you take. But if we take this as medicine, our nails as medicine, that will only aggravate the disease. Similarly, uh, for the spirit soul to get real enjoyment, the spirit soul must do spiritual activities, must have spiritual consciousness, must have spiritual knowledge, and not get entangled so much in material activities. So understand that Krishna is the supreme spirit and come to that platform. let's come to last shloka, the peace formula. भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिमृच्छति. The real spiritual satisfaction or shanti will get by understanding these three things. One, Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam, Krishna activities and sacrifices. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Krishna is the supreme proprietor of all the planets, everything. Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam is the supreme well-wisher of all living entities. Gnattvamam, if you understand like this, then Shanti Mrichyati. Then you will attain real Shanti. You will attain real peace. So just know that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, supreme proprietor, and supreme well-wisher. And work for him, work on his behalf. He will protect us. He's our well-wisher, right? He's our dearest friend and well-wisher. He says, Gnatva mam shantim richati. Know me like this. This is called Krishna consciousness. That's why Prabhupada titled this chapter as Action in Krishna Consciousness. What is Krishna consciousness? To be conscious that Krishna is the enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. Krishna is the proprietor. I am not the proprietor. Krishna is the supreme well-wisher. I should be very happy that he is there to protect me. Just imagine the all-powerful personality, the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent personality is your friend. And you can easily connect with him. You have his contact number in your phone. You can easily connect with him by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So that should give us so much of happiness and peace and joy and spiritual satisfaction, which we cannot get by any amount of material activity. Therefore, come out of material consciousness. You may deal with matter as a matter of duty, but don't be in material consciousness. Do everything for the Lord. He will protect us. He will take care of us. Thank you very much. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We'll meet tomorrow for the sixth chapter. Sixth chapter we are doing 2 days.